Hello, this is Andakumar from Datatrain. Welcome to Alteryx to Glue conversion session. In this session, I will show how we will convert an Alteryx workflow into PySpark code and deploy it in AWS Glue using our automated tool. So this is the Alteryx workflow, what we have created for this session. It has 5 input tools, 3 from AWS S3, one from Redshift, and one from AWS Glue Data Catalog. I will show the unique tools what we have used in this workflow. Select, sort, dedupe, join, find, replace, data cleansing, filter, formula, union, get time, turning total, record ID, multi-row formula, S3 download, append field, summarize, transpose, output data to. Now, I will run the Alteryx workload and start the data load into the two output fields. The first one will have the detailed data set. The second output will have the summary data. Both are written into AWS Redshift. Now, I will show the conversion tool. This is our Alteryx to AWS Glue conversion tool. In the first box, we can browse and select the source file. So this is the source sales report Alteryx file. In the second box, we can select the target folder where we need to store the converted PySpark code. Next, this is job name. We can give any job name here. The same job name will be used in the AWS Glue Job. This is AWS account ID and region. These two are set as default. This is Datatrain's AWS account ID. We can change the AWS account ID if we need to deploy the code in different AWS account. Also, we need to update the credential file if we need to deploy the code in different AWS account. This credential file contains AWS access key ID and AWS secret access key. By updating this, the code will deploy in different AWS account without any error. Next, we can enable the checkbox to deploy the code directly in AWS key. IAM S3 bucket, script folder, new version, worker type, and worker. All are set to have a default value. We can edit them accordingly. For our demo workflow, we will go with the minimum default configuration. So once we confirm all the fields are fully done, we can click on Start Conversion. We can also disable the Deploy directly to AWS Glue option. Still, the converted code will be saved in the output folder, what we have selected. So once the conversion is fully completed, we will get a summary pop-up message. This will contain the high-level details. As you can see, total number of tools 31. Total number of lines in the PySpark tool is 276, and number of output it has 2. Also, it confirmed the Glue job is deployed successfully. Now, going through the logs, in the first phase, you can see the job details, workflow file, sales report.yxmd, Alteryx version, and workflow name, and you can see the number of tools it has. The second phase contains the tool name and its equivalent PySpark conversion. So it will have the detailed PySpark conversion for all the tools. In the third phase, it will generate the consolidated PySpark script for Glue. So once it converted the full PySpark code, you can see the number of lines. Also, it will check the syntax validation. So once it passed the syntax validation, they will authenticate into the AWS using the credential file. So once the authentication is completed successfully, the code will upload it into AWS S3 in the above mentioned path. You can see the S3 bucket and the folder. So in this path, the updated PySpark script will be saved in the job name .py. Also, it shows the upload completed. Once the S3 upload completed, a Glue job will be deployed with the same name what we have created as a job name. It also uses the same config what we have selected in the tool. It will also show once the Glue job is deployed correctly, it is showing the Glue job is created. Here we can also get the AWS Glue profile link. We can just copy it and then paste it in browser to see the job. Here it contains the summary detail. Now I will open the code in the browser. We can refresh the AWS Glue home screen and also paste the name from the log. Here you can see the new job name, Sales Report ETL, and it is created exactly 2 minutes ago from our converted tool. I have also pasted the link. It is directly lead to us to job details tab. In description, we can provide our input about the job needed. I'm Glue, type, Glue version, language, worker type, number of workers. All these inputs are directly came from our conversion tool. We can edit the advanced properties if needed. Going to the script tab. This is the actual PySpark tool generated from our conversion tool. Since our tool use exact same input and output what Alteryx is being used, we can continue using the same input tool, but we cannot use the same output place. It will overwrite the Alteryx data. So we will edit the table name to add a suffix s underscore dt at the end. As you can see, this is the place where the data is written into Redshift. I will add a suffix s underscore dt. So we have two outputs. One has detailed dataset and another one has summary data. So at line 250, this is the place where the detailed dataset is being written into Redshift. So I have added underscore dt suffix at both the places. We'll save the code now and hit the run icon. Now jumping to the run tab, you can see the job is currently run. Since the job is running, we can go to the Alteryx workflow and see the job status. As you can see, there is no zero errors, zero warnings, and the job completed successfully. You can see 60 records were written into detailed dataset, and 30 records were written into say summary dataset. You can query and see the data in Redshift Query Editor v2. So this is the table. The summary table has 30 records, similar to the Alteryx workflow shows. Now we are running the detail and it has 60 records. So it matches the Alteryx law. Since the, as you can see, since the glue job is not completed yet, it is showing 0 records. We'll wait for a couple of seconds to the glue job to complete. These are some default input arguments we have passed. The input path is directly came from the Alteryx work. This is where the input file is read in the Alteryx. The temporary folder is default from our conversion tool. As you can see, the job is completed successfully. We can go and check the DT table now. As you can see, it matches the row count exactly as 30 on the summary table. Detail table row count is also matching with the Alteryx workflow. Now we will check the high level amount column on both the tables. So this is the detailed dataset. The first one is Alteryx and the second one is PySpark. So the number of row count 60, sum of quantity is 748, sum of price is 6707.52, sum of discount 4.4, sum of total 87531.12. Same. Row count 60, quantity 748, sum of price 6707.52, discount 4.4, sum of total 87531.12. So this matches our Alteryx output. Similarly, we will run the same for summary dataset. In Alteryx, we have 30 rows and sum of value column is 8759.12. In PySpark, we have 30 rows and the sum of value column is 87591.12 and it is matching with the source Alteryx report. This confirms the source Alteryx to the target glue conversion is completed successfully. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.